97underground.com, Baltimore's pure rock.
Hello, this is Michael Spedden, and thanks for joining us today on the 97underground.com Michael Spedden Interviews channel here on YouTube. There have been many requests from both listeners and guests for us to make available our artist interviews so they can listen again or share with others. You can find us on YouTube at 97underground Michael Spedden. Remember, the Back of the Rack, the Michael Spedden Show, can be heard on 97underground.com every Tuesday from 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern. Not only do I feature artist interviews, I feature songs you forgot you liked, classics that never die, beloved local, regional, up-and-coming, and underground artists. You can listen anytime, anywhere by downloading our free app from 97underground.com. Just do it. And now, today's episode. Hey folks, Michael Spedden here, host of the Back of the Rack on 97underground.com, Baltimore's pure rock worldwide. Today, we have the Livengood Project with us. We had Richard Livengood, Sam Skinner, and Louis Frisino with us talking about some of their material that's out now. The Livengood Project EP, which is available on Apple. We talked about their website, livengoodproject.com, that has all of their socials listed on here, their Facebook, their Instagram, their Spotify, their YouTube, and where to get their music off of Apple. And their calendar is there coming up. On March 29th, they're going to be at the Poplar Inn in Dundalk. And also on May 24th, they're going to be at Ram's Head Shore House in Stevensville, Maryland. So definitely get out and check them out there. Remember, the Back of the Rack is on every Tuesday from 4 to 6 p.m. Our repeat is every Wednesday morning from 2 to 4 a.m. Remember, here on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/@97underground Michael Spedden. And don't forget to download the free apps. You can take us with you anytime, anywhere, just like Sam Skinner does when he's at work. He's a big advocate of ours, from what I understand, and all of his customers are too. So thank you again, Sam, and we will enjoy this episode. And welcome back to the Back of the Rack, the Michael Spedden Show here on 97underground.com, Baltimore's pure rock worldwide. And we are here today with the Livengood Project. We have Richard Livengood, we have Sam Skinner, and Louis Frisino with us. So welcome, guys. It's good to have you today.
Thanks. It's great to be here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice to get online.
Excellent. Yeah, next time we will make sure to do that, So it's great to have you all here tonight. It looks like you've been working on some material. You've got some material released, on your website here. You've got, it looks like about 7 or 8 songs, I think. So tell us about the band. You've been around here for a number of years and doing shows and playing. So tell us a bit about your backstory.
Well, I'm Richard Livengood, and I came to Baltimore area about 8 years ago. No, well, it's probably almost 10 years ago now, from Los Angeles.
Oh, okay.
I lived out there since '86.
Oh, okay.
So I was there from the beginning, of a lot of this genre of music up until more recently. And so a lot of these songs are some of the best ones, the cream of the crop that I have done over the last number of years. And I wanted to create a new sounding band, so we're a little bit more funky, and we've got a sax player that plays with us.
Yeah, very nice.
And but it's heavy. We span the gamut. We really do. I mean, it jams, it rocks. And we have this guy that plays sax. It's just, he's just an old school rock and roll dude. You just, got to see it to believe it.
Yeah, I was looking at your website and I was like, sax is a nice touch and it sounds good. It definitely sounds good. It's not something you see every day neither. What inspired you to bring sax and horns and woodwind in?
I grew up learning, playing in clubs. I was I was young, playing cover music, 15, 16 years old. So I learned from the old school cats back then. And that's still the way they played. It was still
right.
real authentic, real deal rock and roll, players. And I wanted to bring that back. I wanted to bring back the old school authentic rock and roll. And that's why I say we're the last real rock and roll band, because I've been around for a long time doing this, and I'm still kind of waiting for that big, that big record to hit.
Right. Well, your material's sounding good, so hopefully we'll keep our fingers crossed that's in the cards, most definitely.
Absolutely. And either way, we're having a great time regardless, because this is really what it's about. I mean, my suggestion to anybody that's doing this, playing music in the arts, you've got to stick to who you are and believe in what you're doing to really, that's the only time you're really going to connect with, your true self, your authentic self, and push you and your project forward.
I agree.
I agree as well. Being true to yourself, going out there and presenting to the world, this is who you are.
That's right.
Yep, this is who you are, and come check it out.
No apologies. No, I'm sorry. This is what we're doing.
Right.
You pay your dues,
and people love it. And people love it, man. I mean, we have great gigs. I'm saying I'm surprised, but I'm very pleased that all the shows we play are all,
people love it. Yeah, I agree.
So yeah, it's making me, I'm getting more and more cocky all the time with this audience we have. They're just pumping us up.
Mike, whenever we play, we always have the crowd's undivided attention. There's always cell phones up.
Yeah,
people are into it.
Yeah, I see that.
They really are. They're into it, and they love the originals. I mean, we do throw a few covers in there, but they love the originals.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure they do. I mean,
it's a good time. We're we're not there to beat anybody. I don't want to beat anybody up with music.
Oh, right.
It's like it's real. It's pleasing stuff. And when it gets heavy and driving, people have fun with that too.
And then you have the sax pop in, and that makes
it
more, like rhythm and blues meets
rock
and roll.
Yeah, sort of legitimizes the whole bunch of us.
Yep.
I mean, I call it creating a musical experience.
Yeah, that's what it looks like you're doing. That's what it looks like you're doing there, and plus the other thing too. It looks like you're playing Fenders and Gibsons, which is that old sound as well. Looks like you got a couple of Nighthawks.
That's right.
Yep, a couple of Nighthawks, and is that that's a precision you've got there, isn't it, Sam?
Yes, it is.
Very nice.
The jazz basses that I'll be using as well at the shows.
Yeah, that's great. And it looks like you've got looks like is that a Fender amp you've got up there too?
You me, Mike?
Yeah.
I'm currently using a TC Electronic head with a PV cabinet.
Oh yeah, PV makes nice bass stuff too. I've got some of that myself. I'm a bass player too, so most definitely PV and Ampeg as well. Ampeg, I preferred that a little more when I was it was actually better for me when I was younger for obvious reasons,
Right. I've still got my rack mounted Ampeg stuff, and I've still got my Ampeg cabinets, but they are super heavy.
Right.
Yeah, I don't have any of my old stuff, but I've got a newer one, which is like you can lift it, easily, maybe a finger or so. Very, very light. It's one of the minis, but yeah, those old tube amps, my God, I tell you, that'll put hair on your chest moving those things around, huh?
Yeah.
That's why God created roadies.
Yeah.
That's why God created younger roadies too, right? Yep. Well, let's give one of your songs a spin here. You sent we have a couple of them here that we were talking about playing earlier. Tell me about "Take It All the Way."
Sure, "Take It All the Way" is wow. It's pretty self-explanatory as far as the title goes. It's just about doing your best. And I actually had written this song quite some time ago, but this one was actually recorded. This is one of the older ones of the group. Let me put it that way. So it's a mid-tempo, jammer.
Oh,
check it out.
Okay, great. We will. This is "Take It All the Way."
one thing you can do. Take it all the way. Take it all the way. It's like having something to say, but nobody hears your cry. You throw it all away. You gotta give it just one more try. You could erase your dreams, but that just wouldn't be you. So here's one thing you can do. Take it all the way. Take it all the way. And now you're running away. Don't know what to say. And so you take it all the way. I'm hiding, you know I'm hiding from myself. Take it all the way. 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 Take it.
Oh, great, great. So, where have you been playing? I know you've had this act together for a number of years around here. Tell me about some of the halls and the rooms you've been doing.
Sure, absolutely. We just 2 weeks ago we just played the Rams Head Roadhouse. We've also been at the Rams Head Shore House. We've played Big Falls Inn, White Marsh.
Oh, okay.
We played High Tops and Timonium.
Mm-hmm.
We played. I mean, we're making the rounds right now. We played Copper Creek, Severna Park.
Hmm.
We've just been making the rounds, which we're still booking shows as we speak. We've got some big plans for the summer.
Yeah, sounds like it. It sounds like it. And where the other? I've always known where the one in Baltimore City was and the one in Annapolis. You mentioned the Roadhouse and the Shore House. Where are those?
Yes. The Roadhouse is in Crownsville near Annapolis.
Oh,
Yeah, and the Shore House is across the Bay Bridge in Kent Narrows.
oh, yeah. There's a bunch of those islands when you get across the Bay Bridge that have a number of there's a number of clubs there and everything right on the water. Now that sounds great. That sounds great. Are you playing with anybody?
Well, actually, we're actually gonna have a big show Memorial Day weekend at the Shore House. But
Oh,
also,
okay.
we're playing at the Poplar Inn on the 29th of this month.
Oh.
That'll be our debut show at the Poplar in Dundalk.
Oh, Dundalk, of course, the
Yeah.
birthplace of 97 Underground. And the birthplace of me, by the way, too.
All right, excellent.
March 29th. That's what they're telling us.
Correct.
What time we start?
It's from 7 to 10.
7 to
7
10,
to
March
10.
29th.
Oh, great. Great.
And
7 to 10.
Coming out party for us. We have this is our first full show where we're doing where we've got the whole night and we have our
Keyboards and guitar,
opening night,
correct?
Opening act in front of us. What's his name? Reed
We have a very talented singer-songwriter opening the show for us. His name is Reed Schoenfelder.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Very talented young man.
But yeah, also at this gig, Lou just reminded me to tell you that you know, we do half of our set was with me playing electric piano, and the other half is me playing guitar. So the heavier stuff is with the guitar, but we do a great keyboard set. It's a real low down party, you know, kind of.
Oh, that sounds great.
Yeah, so we do a groove set, and then we do a rock set.
Yeah.
Or as I like to call it, dog and butterfly.
Yeah.
And then the idea is, you know, then we have our resident sax player, our resident OG sax player. His name is Howard Eisenberg.
He's great.
Uncle Harry. But he's, you know, he's a permanent member. But then we're also, my vision is to go around to these places and get some of the best local talent that's going to come out and, you know, and join with us and, you know, and play some of their songs and, you know. Because it's a Livengood project. It's not the Livengood band, you know.
Right. Well, excellent. Sounds like a great idea. It really does. It really does. And it sounds like you all are pretty well-rounded musically too, you know, multi-instrumentalists and, you know, trying a whole bunch of different sounds and everything, really kind of running the gamut there, you know, bringing in the piano and having the key and having the sax, you know, and of course, you know, guitar, bass, and drums and everything. So now what kinds of things, what kinds of acts, you know, who are the people you looked up to when you were starting to play and, you know, who's inspired you over the years? And you can all answer that if you want.
Well, go ahead, Rich.
Well,
you start.
I've honed that question. I've honed that question down over the years. And I'm going to say like Steely Dan and, you know, as a band and earlier Steely Dan. But of course, I love the later stuff too. But also like old Aerosmith.
Sure.
You know. So that's really, and maybe a little AC/DC-ish. And, you know, we all love Kicks, of course. And, but, you know, but then we groove too, you know, like Atlanta Rhythm Section and stuff like that, you know.
Yeah.
Crack the Sky, yeah, right.
Oh, Crack the Sky for sure.
Yeah.
That's quite a mix right there.
Yeah,
that's quite a mix.
We bring it. We bring it. You got it. You know, we bring it. It really is good. It's good. And I mean, I don't just come out and say that. It takes a lot for me to get to the point to say that on, you know, on a podcast, on a national or international podcast. But yeah, it's good, man.
Yeah,
good.
We would love to see you on the 29th, Mike, if you can make it. We would love to see you.
Okay, sure. You know, yeah. How about well, Sam, tell us about yours.
Well, you know, I started, you know, listening to the classic rock stuff, you know, mid 70s on up. And then I discovered Rush in 1978 and it blew my musical mind.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm a huge Rush fan. I love Yes, you know, all the prog stuff. And, you know, but what we're doing really is, it's good stuff. It really is. It's amazing. We're just having such a blast doing it.
Yep. And Lewis.
Well, I'm gonna go way back. We're gonna start with AM radio next to my head on my next to my bed. You know, hearing all the pop rock back then. Then I walk in the classroom one day when I'm in my 6th grade. You know, classroom. A friend of mine, Jeff, who's a drummer, and his brother brought in this big stack of Beatle records. I'm like flipping out, going, look at this, look at that, look at their cool music. You know, he starts going on this whole list. He's all about it. He knows them. You know. And then my other friend Robin, who played like a little music. He walks by with an 8-track player playing the first Black Sabbath album. So I'm going from that to Black Sabbath. So I'm hearing all this crazy stuff. And then as I meet people in my neighborhood, they're like, Kevin, my friend, he was lucky. His mother was British, father was American. He'd go over to England in the summers, bring over punk records like Sex Pistols, Clash. So I'm getting introduced to this when I'm 16. So I started looking for ads in the city, you know, like a Sun Paper. You know, you see Appaloosa, Ajax, all these local bands, Orange Wedge. You know, I'd see these ads looking for a drummer. So I met this guy that played in a punk band, Ebenezer Bludgeons, played around and did crazy stuff with them. And over with Edith Massey, she was in like Pink Flamingos, the big lady, the egg lady. You know, I'm looking for her crazy band and stuff like that. And I was in Null Set, we were for Ramones. And Poly Rock. That was a great band. Minimalism, New Wave from 80, 82. Did some weird stuff with Van Gogh's Ear, like art rock band, mid 80s. So I got influenced by other weird stuff, listening to Snake Finger, to like Gang of Four, to Ultravox, getting influenced by all that shit. With classic rock, friends of mine playing Aerosmith, Zeppelin, turning me on to that. In my 16th year, I'm like, wow, with all this and that, you hear all this stuff and you're trying to figure out what makes sense. Play less, play more, that whole balance.
What was the band? What was the punk band that you were in that was successful in Baltimore?
Well, Ebenezer and Bludgeon did some crazy stuff. But then Null set,
Bludgeon?
yeah, that was the first band, a couple of years, 77 to like 79. And then I was in Null set. That's the band opened for the Ramones from 80 to 82. And I opened for the Ventures when I was in the band Human Remain in like 84 at the Mold Marble Bar. We used to play there live.
Sure.
Bar in the basement of Congress Hotel on Franklin Street in Baltimore.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, like 70s. I mean, all these bands play there. Everybody from Iron Holdsworth to like Dixie Dregs to like Gong to and all the local bands that were like rock, punk, or jazz. I mean, there was so much stuff going on that nasty old bar, but it was a real busy place. There was a lot going on there.
Oh, there sure was.
The old 930 Club F Street. Oh my God, we played there. We opened up for like I said, they were a UK band, Poly Rock, I think, or maybe they're American. It's been a while, but like I said, that was the early 80s. And I saw, all these crazy bands from over the years, from Simple Minds, Gang of Four, and then you're watching Ozzy, and then you're watching, Iron Maiden and Judas Priest, and you're getting influenced by all this heavy driving stuff, punk stuff. And then I heard jazz fusion. So I'm hearing all that and I'm trying to figure all that out. So I'm kind of rounding off. Then I learned the blues in the 80s with Neil Davis, rest his soul, great guitar player, local guy, played blues, old school, Willie Dixon. So I learned to play that stuff in the mid 80s. And then back to classic rock and original stuff here and there. And this is like the last thing I want to really focus on. It's like the original music means so much more. You learn all your stuff. You pay your dues, they say, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now you got to learn how to play for yourself and learn how to create your own sound when you're influenced by so many people, How do you do that without sounding like somebody else? You have to dig deep, right?
Yeah. So you had also mentioned another song called Soul Survivor. We'll play that one. Tell us about it real quick.
Yeah, I think Soul Survivor really kind of represents the band and where we're kind of going. You hear a lot of the sax in there. And I wrote that song. That's one song I wrote by myself, on the computer, really. Computer drums and all that. But then so that's where it sounds on the record, and it sounds cool. And and then we do that live. It just I don't know. I kind of lost my train of thought here, but it just sounds great with the sax and everything. And I wish we could hear it. I wish we could listen to it right now. I could explain it better.
Well, here it is.
That's one of the ones on the website that we have live video of, and that was actually shot at Zen West in Baltimore.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Website, you can check this stuff out on the website. You can hear the songs. You can also see us performing them live.
Mm-hmm.
I almost forgot to mention the Reckless Shepherd in Columbia.
Oh, okay.
There's
Played
video
there
of that.
too.
Is the video used there?
Yep.
The video, I believe, is not on the website right now.
Yeah, that was a great video.
Got to check it out. It's all there.
Okay, well, this is Soul Survivor.
Awesome.
Got to be soul survivor. Got to be soul survivor.
Oh, that's a great song. Very good. Very good. So tell us, this is the time where you can give us all your plugs, your website, your socials, upcoming shows real quick, and go.
All right. Well, you can go to livengoodproject.com. That's the webpage. We also have the Living Good Project Facebook page.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got the Poplar Inn gig coming up on the 29th. We've got the Ram's Head Shore House coming up. That's Memorial Day weekend. We've got some other stuff coming up in between. We're going to do some. We've partnered with an Eastern Shore band called the Bird Daddies, so we're doing joint shows with them, and that's a pretty unique musical experience. We've been having good success with those guys, and we still have Reed Schoenfelder doing shows with us. He's our opener. He's our partner, and we'll be adding more and more shows as they become available.
Mm-hmm.
And we're looking forward to seeing all of you at the shows.
Yeah, but
Yes.
definitely I want to emphasize this Poplar Inn show though, because that's not when is it? How soon is it?
That's March 29th.
The last
And that's-
Saturday,
That's only and it's only 2 Saturdays away, right?
That's correct.
Not this Saturday,
the last
Mhm.
one.
but the next Saturday, which is the last Saturday of the month.
Yes.
The last Saturday of the month, which is next Saturday. Poplar Inn in Dundalk.
That's right.
And this is important to us. You need to, come on out.
We would-
we're going to pull out all the stops.
We would love to pack this place on our debut. We're very excited. We're looking forward to it, and we're looking forward to future opportunities.
There you go.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, folks, get out and see Livengood, the Livengood Project. They've got some great material. They've got shows coming up. Their website, livengoodproject.com. And there you can find links to their music on iTunes. You can also find their social media, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, everything else there. So go check them out, folks. And we'll be back right after these words. You're listening to The Back of the Rack, the Michael Spedden Show here on 97underground.com, Baltimore's Pure Rock Worldwide. Thanks a lot, Living Good Project.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I fucked it up.
And thanks again for listening to 97 Underground, the Michael Spedden interviews, and we hope you enjoyed today's show. Remember, download the free app from 97underground.com so you can listen to us wherever you go. The Back of the Rack, the Michael Spedden Show, can be heard on 97underground.com every Tuesday from 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Listen anytime, anywhere.
Metal.
Worldwide Metal 24/7. 97underground.com.